Mayfield takes him straight to the line with 1:40. Baker leans in. There's the snap. Blitz comes. Mayfield back, loads, throws. Picked up by the Lions. Intercepted by the Lions. Intercepted by the Lions. Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes. Oh, baby. 1:33 to go. The Lions are going to San Francisco. Derek Barnes with the interception. Oh, baby. Stand up, Ford Field. Look at this. Woo! Look at this. First career interception for Derek Barnes, and how big is that?
Yes, man, yes.
55, dropping back into coverage, reaching up, making the grab. Oh, baby, it's beautiful. 1:33 to go. Lions have it 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Tampa Bay.
San Fran, here we come, baby, here we come. Woo!
One timeout remaining.
You guys are unbelievable, man. I'm telling you, we talked about it all year. This started a long time ago. You're built for this. You're built for this, man. And look what you guys did. You went out there, and it's another hot team that we knocked off. It's the next hot team that you knock off. You know how hard it is to win this league in the playoffs? Do you understand what you're doing right now? What we're capable of? That's 2. All right? That's 2. We got 2 to go. With a bye in the middle. I'm unbelievably proud of everybody in here, man. Coaches, players. That's the way to mount up, man. That's a fucking difficult team to beat, man. All right, I got one game ball. Man, in the game, need to play. Derek Barnes.
I love y'all boys, man. From the support in the linebacker room, the coaches, staff, organization, offense, man. 3 years, man. It took me 3 years to get the first interception, but it means more because the people who believed in me. I got to give it to the linebacker room because I said we was gonna bring one back, and God, we did. And you got to believe how far we can go, man. Yes, believe it now. Like Alex used to tell me, man, a lot of people don't make it this far, but we did, man. I love everybody in this room, man. Everybody in here deserve it. That's why we here, like Coach said. Hey, man, time to prepare for San Fran.
For the NFC Championship, I got all the gold I motherfucking need. I got 4 belts. I said it was real. I wasn't fucking around when I said C-Rad 4 belt was a thing. I think there's still room for 2 more belts on my shoulders. The first step is next Sunday. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop singing. That fucking singing was terrible. Remind me to never quit my day job again anytime soon. But yeah, C-Rad 4 belts is officially a thing. And don't worry, this congestion won't get too mixed up. Because at the end of the video, we'll be unveiling the brand new Lions NFC North Heavyweight title, but that's for later on. So yeah, everyone that loves the Wayne Eagle belt, Enjoy it while you can the rest of the video, because at the end, this belt's going bye-bye for a little bit. Sweet. As it served its purpose as a placeholder, now the new belt is officially come in. But yeah, this week though, I had no doubt about the Lions game against the Bucks. I had no doubts. I knew we were winning this game. And I knew it for a fact because it's a lock, baby! But yeah, plus I wanted to do the Pistons. Plus I wanted to put more focus on the Pistons video this week over a Bucks hate video. Plus, to be honest, I really had no venom for the Tampa Bay fans, to be perfectly honest. Plus, I did a 2-part Bucks hate week earlier in the season, so there was really no point to beat a dead horse. But yeah, Lions get the playoff win, advance to the NFC title game for the first time since 1991. We'll talk about that later, but of course, we need to talk about what happened with other Detroit sports this week. Because the Lions weren't the only Detroit team to beat Tampa this weekend, now were they?
Detroit basketball!
No, Pistons, you are not the team that beat Tampa this weekend as well. Tampa doesn't even have a basketball team. But yeah, the Pistons week started off with them ending their most recent losing streak on Martin Luther King Day by beating the Washington Wizards. Wow, you beat a Washington team that's complete dog crap. And you beat them by double digits. I'm still failing to see the part where I'm supposed to be kind of impressed. I mean, it's the fucking Wizards. They're a fucking shit pile. But yeah, the Pistons at least get now 4 wins, which means the Pistons are now 1 win away from that projected 5-77 they were gonna go. That's still pretty fucking terrible. And then the Pistons, they went right back to their losing ways. So yeah, everyone asking, can the Pistons win back-to-back games for only the second time this year? Nope. Only one. They could only do it one time at the fucking start of the year. I guess winning back-to-back games multiple times this season is too much to ask for. As the Pistons tank rolls on, they lost every other game this week, including Saturday against Milwaukee, when the Pistons put up 135 points on the Bucks and still lost. Jesus fucking Christ. First, there was the game against Utah where the Pistons put up 148 points and lost, and now this game to Milwaukee. Good God. The Pistons just can't catch a break this year. But of course, the tank still rolls on at Little Caesars Arena. All of this is just to still end up with the 5th overall pick. Thank God the Lions and Red Wings are good, though. Just a sacrifice for the Lions to have a deep playoff run and potentially make their first Super Bowl in franchise history. So the Red Wings this week, they continued their strong momentum the last couple weeks with their strong momentum now, as the Wings have now had another solid week to climb up in the Eastern Conference standings and try and get in the playoff position. As out of 3 games this week, the Wings won 2 out of a possible 3. Both wins came against Florida teams. The first one being against the Panthers in overtime in Florida. So yeah, that's a big one too, especially since Florida's like battling with Boston for the top spot in the Atlantic Division. So yeah, that's big there. Their only loss this week was against Carolina. I mean, it's the fucking Hurricanes. Like, Hurricanes are a beast in the goddamn Eastern Conference, so that's not really surprising. But the Wings, they ended the week off Sunday night. A game that was originally supposed to start at 5 p.m. Sunday. But because of the Lions playoff run and the Lions playing on Sunday, that 5 o'clock game got pushed back to 7 o'clock because a lot of Lions fans were going to be doing the double, which was attend both games. And to be honest, anyone that was at the Lions game that was going to the Wings game after, if the Wings game started at 5, they probably want to be showing up until about 7 o'clock, 2 hours into the game, which would be around the 3rd period. And to be honest, it's not worth showing up for 1 period, so the Wings made the right call to push it back 2 hours. And the Wings fans still had everyone in Detroit was still able to attend both games. Unless they were laid outside with all the honking outside and celebrating the Lions' playoff win and advancing to the NFC Championship game. Hey, whatever floats Detroit's boat. But of course, with the Lions wins, the Red Wings wins, the Wings have now moved up to 3rd in the Atlantic Division, as they're already in a playoff spot, but now they really help themselves in the playoff race. So now 3rd in the Atlantic, as they have overtaken Tampa Bay and Toronto in the standings. Because the Lightning are feeling the mileage from their deep playoff runs in the Leafs, well, it's the Leafs being inconsistent as fuck. That honestly is to the surprise of nobody. It's the fucking Leafs. But yeah, the Wings continue to march up the standings as the Wing Wheel. They're trying to get themselves in the playoffs for a deep run. They see what the Lions are doing and they're like, you know what? We need that. But yeah, the Wings march to the playoffs, rolls on. Real quick though, before we talk about the Lions game against the Bucks, I have one question real quick. Is that supposed to be the NFL's equivalent of a We Want Houston moment, that sign there? Are Bucks fans really doing a We Want Detroit thing? When are people gonna learn not to call their shots prematurely? But yeah, oh Tampa Bay, oh Tampa. You wanted Detroit, huh? You want Detroit? Oh, you're gonna get Detroit, alright. You're gonna get all 10 inches of Detroit shoved up your virgin assholes. Jesus fucking Christ. Why do people not learn anything from every other time everyone, fatter fan bases have chanted stupid shit that's made no sense? First, we had the Yankees fans doing the We Want Boston and chants in 2018, and then the We Want Houston chants in 2022. Yeah, 2022. Then we had Leafs fans last year doing a We Want Florida chant last year. We also had Minnesota Twins fans doing the We Want Houston chant during the playoffs last year. By the way, nobody in their right mind still doesn't want Houston. Unless you're the Texas Rangers or the Baltimore Ravens. If you're one of those two teams, then maybe you do want Houston. But yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. That is why you don't chant or put up stupid signs that make zero fucking sense. It's, well then again, Tampa learned this, had to learn the hard way. Fuck around, you find out. And how fitting that it's now the Lions of all teams that's doing the finding out part. For everyone that wants to fuck around in Detroit. Hey, not Detroit's fault people are fucking idiots. People should learn to use their common sense and shit. But yeah, the Lions, it was just a great game. You know, got a bit off to a rough start. But of course, C.J. Gardner-Johnson really made Baker Mayfield eat shit at the beginning with the interception. Especially after Baker Mayfield was talking about how C.J. Gardner-Johnson wasn't watching enough tape on him. Which, to be honest, he really was. It's just C.J. Gardner-Johnson just doing his typical trash-talking stick and doing everything he can to get under Baker Mayfield's skin. And hey, at the start of the game, it worked with a pick, and then he flipped the ball right back to Baker Mayfield while talking into his ear. Now, that's savagery. Actually, wait, what C.J. Gardner-Johnson did there, that wasn't just savage. That was downright Sid Vicious. Jesus Christ. But yeah, throughout much of this game, though, after that, the Bucks were just a massive pain in Detroit's ass. Detroit gets field goal, Tampa gets field goal. Detroit punt ball, Tampa punt ball. Detroit get touchdown, Tampa also get touchdown. Detroit punt ball again, Tampa punt ball again. Detroit get touchdown, Tampa get touchdown. Detroit get touchdown, Tampa punt ball. Wait, what the hell? When the fuck did that cycle get broken in the fourth quarter? Punt ball, and then Detroit got another touchdown. And then Tampa got touchdown. Then Detroit punt ball. And then Tampa throw interception at end of game. I think that about summarized it up right there. But yeah, honestly though, some respect to Tampa Bay. Like, nothing to be ashamed of, Tampa. You kind of overachieved this year since you played in literally one of the worst divisions in football. But hey, I guess the NFC South wasn't too terrible this year when you win a fucking playoff game. But yeah, Tampa, honestly, Bucks fans, you kind of overachieved this year. Everyone didn't think you'd even be here. Honestly, honest to God's truth, I had the Saints winning the NFC South this year because it was a total fucking crapshoot. Like, whoever won that division won it by default because everyone in that division kind of sucks. But Tampa ended up being the last one standing. Which, to be honest, everyone thought Tampa was left for dead on the side of the road after Tom Brady retired a second time. This time for good. Because not many people had confidence in Baker Mayfield or Todd Bowles. A lot of us thought both of them Everyone thought that Bowles was going to get fired mid-season and Mayfield was going to get benched mid-season. And yet they're both still here. But yeah, maybe Todd Bowles isn't as bad as we all thought he was. Maybe he is a good coach all along. He just ended up in a shitty situation with the Jets a long time ago. But at least now he's landed on his feet pretty well in Tampa Bay. But yeah, Bucs fans have nothing to be ashamed of. You know, good games at Tampa Bay. You gotta give a shout out to them. They're a pain in the ass to play against. Like, if Tampa keeps building it up, if they can keep building it up, they might be back to where they were before Brady retired. Damn. But yeah, hats off to Tampa Bay, you know. Played a good game, you know. Respect to Tampa. You know, I don't really got nothing against them. Like, no real hard feelings. And honestly, Tampa fans have taken the loss pretty well, saying Detroit has earned it and all that. Like, honestly, all the crybaby Minnesota Vikings and LA Rams fans, y'all should take notes from Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans on how to take a fucking L. Instead of whining and crying the last couple weeks like a bunch of little bitches. Especially after last Sunday, over a fucking sign. Over a sign that was quoting Dan Campbell's opening press conference 2-3 years ago. Now, come on, both Vikings and Rams fans. I know both your fan bases don't have that big short-term memory loss, because everyone remembers that opening press conference from Dan Campbell. For fuck's sakes, everyone in the media was fucking ripping it apart and making fun of Dan Campbell and calling the Lions racist for not hiring a black coach, and saying the Lions were white privileging and all this stupid fucking bullshit. Like, I think the only media outlet that was really putting the Lions in a positive light at that time was the Pat McAfee podcast. That was literally about it. But yeah. And to be honest, that sign is not making fun of injuries for Hawkinson and Tyler Higbee. Also kind of funny though, also kind of ironic to watch Vikings and Rams fans cry about injuries, yet players on their teams were also going for the knees as well. 2 of those instances was against the Lions. In fact, last week there were Rams players going after Sam Laporta's knees. I wonder where the outrage is there. So in other words, from both fan bases showed how big of fucking hypocrites they are. Because apparently it's not okay for the Lions to go after someone, to go low on somebody to tackle. But everybody else, oh, it's A-okay. Like, honestly, keep the same energy. Keep that same energy. And honestly, I have no problem with what the Vikings and Rams doing, the players doing it. I have no problem with the Lions doing it. And I have no problem with any other team doing it. It's not dirty, it's fucking football. Maybe y'all need to learn how to fucking play it. Or maybe learn it better. Like, Jesus Christ, where the fuck did we go wrong in this goddamn community? This community used to be, like, the online football community used to be a real fucking community. And now this community is becoming softer than fucking baby shit. Maybe it has everything to do with those fucking fake F1 fans coming over. Or maybe the NASCAR chase slappies coming back to the NFL, waiting for the NASCAR season to begin. God damn it, this fan base used to be respected. Now this fan base is soft as hell. Like, seriously, everyone getting offended over a fucking sign. I'm slowly losing hope in humanity. Who knows, maybe if the Lions win the Super Bowl, that means the end of the world is coming to an end. I mean, if the Lions win the Super Bowl this year, it means one of two things. Either A, we're about to enter the golden age of humanity, or B, a meteor's about to hit Earth and the world is about to end. And we're about to enter the apocalypse. There's really no in between. But yeah, all I say is, hey, not Detroit's fault. It just happened to be just bad timing there. And plus that sign in the crowd, that wasn't even making fun of the injuries. Like, it was just check-marking out the Lions' quest to get here, because the first part, the kneecap with the Vikings logo, that is symbolizing who the Lions had to beat to clinch the NFC North title 2 weeks early in Minnesota's arena. And then the other kneecap part with the Rams logo, that's to signify who the Lions beat in the wild card round. And then the next part that said hunk out of you with the Buccaneers logo, that's signifying who the Lions had to beat in the divisional round to advance to their first NFC Championship game since 1991. And of course, next week, we can add the 49ers logo to that box, to the next box, and check that one off. Well, because we'll take a hunk out of 49ers, and then whoever the hell comes out of the AFC into the Super Bowl on the AFC side, whether it be the Ravens or the Kansas City Chiefs, and stat Patty Mahomes, like whoever comes out of there, we'll take a hunk out of them too. And after everything's all said and done in Vegas, the all grit gang, the one pride, will be the last one standing and hoisting that Lombardi for the first time. And then C-Rad's 6 belts becomes a thing, like C-Rad 4 belts has now become a thing. But yeah, Lions get the win 31-23. It was kind of a frustrating game. Tampa made it frustrating, but hey, I mean, it's kind of heartbreaking to see Baker Mayfield lose like that. But hey, you know, somebody had to lose in this situation, and Tampa happened to be the one that lost. But yeah, nothing to be ashamed of, Bucks. You had a good, be proud of your season. Hopefully, depending on what happens in the division, I imagine you'll probably be back here next year. Unless a team like the Saints or the Falcons get their shit together. The only way you don't possibly win the South again next year is if the Falcons get their shit together with Bill Belichick, and Belichick proves he wasn't a product of Brady. Time will tell there. But yeah, still, good win by the Lions, did what they needed to do, and got the job done, especially Derek Barnes really showing his prowess there at the end with the interception. But yeah, great win for the Lions there. But before we wrap this up, I think it's time to unveil a new title. You have served your purpose, Winged Eagle. Hopefully you come back in a couple weeks with the Lions win the Super Bowl in a couple weeks. Well, yeah, I think it is now time. In this cover, I have here the brand new NFC North Heavyweight title. The new title, because when you see belts like these, it should inspire you. It should make you want to see your team get to the top of the mountain and stay there. And this belt hopefully inspires Lions fans to root for the Lions and hope the Lions stay at the top of the mountain. And maybe inspire other fan bases to do the exact same thing for their teams. So, without further ado, I present the brand new NFC North Heavyweight title. I can hear the cheering from all yous in the back there. I can hear it back there. I can hear you through the other side of the TV, of the screen. Y'all like this belt, don't you? It looks cool. It has that Honolulu blue feel. It feels magnificent. Feels great. And more importantly, this thing is just flat out badass. So yeah, I think it's time to get that strap on. Where's my other belt at? Let me put these two belts together, like the two chains here. And bam! Let me just spread this out. There we go. C-Rad 4 belts. This looks incredibly weird as hell, but I fucking love it. 4 belts, man. Hell to the yeah. So yeah, the new belts are here. C-Rad 4 belts officially a thing. No, I can't put the Lions chain back on yet. These belts, it don't fit with these belts. It don't fit on with these belts. But yeah, Lions get the win. And now next week, the Lions are now 1 win away from their first appearance in their first ever Super Bowl in franchise history. But the Lions gotta go through the Bang Bang Niner game to get to the Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Got the win 31-23, but of course, the job still ain't done yet. On to San Francisco next week against the Niners. I'm ready for a fight, Niner gang. Just bring it. Go Lions, I'm out.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete!
Delete. 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 Delete.
You will rest in peace.